I want to make a comment here. Throughout the whole 1960s and at least until 1970, the main customer for computers was the military defense industry. It was only when mini-computers came out that that changed. It was like around 68, 69, and mini-computers became used for real-time control. But before that, the main customers for large computers was the military aerospace. Proceeding with our program, we asked Ted, who was a customer of these semiconductor companies while a postdoc, researcher, contract engineer extraordinaire at Stanford, evaluating these various circuits from various companies. What did you think of the semiconductor industry from 62 to 68, which were the 6 years you were a postdoc researcher at Stanford?
The availability of the silicon transistor, I had done a lot of work with germanium, and they were really touchy. In other words, they weren't very good as far as temperature went, and if you got a high frequency transistor, it was probably one of the most fragile things that you ever had to work with. You almost look at it and you burn it out. So the silicon transistor seemed like quite an advance. And then the integrated circuit came along. They were a little expensive for us at Stanford, but they were very interesting to watch. And then we started to hear some stories. In fact, when I was interviewing with Bob Noyce for the position at Intel, I had heard about General Microelectronics and some of the problems that they had had. And so this was one of those cases that looked like great promise. Knows they were making these MOS circuits that were going to be quite complex to build calculators, but then they were running into major reliability problems. And that was one of the things that I said, I go to a semiconductor company, what if it has the same experience as GME and disappears? And Bob Noyce assured me that they were working on a new MOS process that hopefully would not have the same problems they'd experienced at GME.
Thanks, Ted.